Hey guys, this is the Nomad Squid, and as you can see, I'm in widescreen now, so yeah, stretch out. Ugh. So this video is going to be the start of a new video series called Nuts and Bolts, and this is going to be where I fix things, tinker around, stuff like that. So for today's inaugural episode, this is my RC vehicle, my RC truck, Traxxas TRX4M. Um, the only thing stock on this thing is the frame and the battery. And yeah, this is the body shell that went to it. And this has been modified too. I had to make some cuts along the wheel wells here. That way it could fit the tires I got for it. I got the largest tires you could, and yeah. So for this RC, the steering servo went out in it, and it turns one way very, very well, and then the other way, it might try to turn the other way, it just started clicking. So I'm going to go into the servo and see if I can fix it, or see if I need a new servo. Yeah, so then for modifications, most of the stuff on this is Endura. I got the axles are from Hobby Park. They're the plus 10 millimeter wide axles, and I got the reverse or the offset wheels. So yeah. Then I got so this RC I put in the Traxxas brushless motor upgrade because I had the Traxxas lights already in the body shell. I got the upgraded lights, so I'll go ahead and dive in here and get my tools. I think I got the light dialed in okay. I moved my new camera over a little bit. That way I guess the lens was reflecting the light and it took away from the image. So I got my Traxxas, I guess, kit to unscrew everything. I also got some machine screws and some other tiny screwdrivers to work on this. Yeah. So let's see here. And then this camera that I got was about $30 off at Temu, if anyone's curious. So I'm going to need the small, I think this one. Okay. I would take my glasses off here so I can see better. Can't really see the camera, but I can see what I'm doing. So you just make sure this is the right size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this servo apart and see what broke on the inside. If anything broke. I mean, it's definitely acting funny. It's not supposed to act the way that it did. And when it happened when I was using this RC car, when the steering went out, it hit the side of a wall and it flipped when I was trying to steer to avoid it. So take these screws out here. And I'm trying to see if I can get this out of here without taking too much off, but we will see. I think I just take these two top screws off and the servo should slide out. Then the servo is also not a stock servo. the stock servo went out and it crashed into a stump. So, yep, thank God for bumpers, right? Well, yeah, well, especially now that I got the build that I have, and I'll do a couple of videos of this RC when I go out on a couple of camps in my Nomad build. So I got this to, if I'm walking down the trails or something like that, I can, drive this along and go RC off-roading. At least that was my thought process when I got it. And, well, I was curious about hobby grade RCs, and this thing's a lot of fun. So, okay, looks like it's going to slide out. I just got to disconnect the linkage. And the linkage is that screw right there. So yeah, the linkage, well, let me put my glasses on here. The little linkage is that screw up there, and now that I got this disconnected, I might be able to, yep, okay, we got it now. Okay. And I'm putting the screws, well, on the table. So this YouTube, I'm shooting in my room. So, yep. Get this out of here. Okay. Go ahead and unplug it from the servo. I got it kind of out. It's still attached, so I'm gonna wait to remove the battery. See if I can figure out what went wrong. Now I think I got the Phillips that I need. These are really small Phillips heads that are on this servo cover. Possibly. Nope. I need my smaller screwdrivers. Okay. And this is also one of the hobbies that I will be bringing with me when I start to go full-time nomading in my rig. Land a couple more, but those might be a couple more future episodes of Nuts and Bolts. And okay, I think I found one. Okay. Or not. How small? Yep. Okay, let's try something smaller. This one. Alright, stick you in there. Okay. Success. So when you're taking these little screws out, you want to be careful. Mostly because they're easy to lose. I've lost these little screws before and probably spent about 5 to 10 minutes trying to look for them. So, get these screws out of here. I'm going to pull the cover and we'll see what happened to it. If I were to guess, I'd probably say this servo wasn't strong enough to handle the power that this thing puts out now. So at least that's what I think, because this is a 7 kilogram servo, and I'll probably, if this one is bad, I'll upgrade it to a 14 kilogram. And I had a couple suggestions from the RC off-roading group I'm in to go with the hobby park servo. So carefully remove this. All right. And this would be my first time taking one of these things apart, so it's going to be a learning experience for both of us. Well, if I can even. Oh, okay. Well, I hope I didn't break that. Well, actually, correction. I hope I didn't break it more than that. It's already broken. Okay, so I need to take this bottom pin out, or the servo arm, and this then is actually a little bit bigger, not that big. Yeah, I remember now, because this one had a slightly bigger Allen key. Now I think this one will be the right one. Yep, it is. Okay. So whenever I'm using one of these, I'm just going to set up here instead of putting it back in the kit. That way I don't lose track of which ones I need to put this thing back together. I'll get to the bottom of this. I might be able to bring it around, but we'll see. Why isn't it? Oh. Okay. Alright, got this off. Yeah, I think it might be screwed. It smells a little electrical-y. That smell that doesn't smell too good. And okay, so I think the gears are okay in it. Possibly. Let me put on my magnifying glasses here. I think these, those are 4X. Alright. Where did my case go for my glasses? There they are. Okay. And these guys I got because a lot of the stuff I work on, and especially when I work on watches, this really helps me see the small parts, so I can see if anything's actually busted. And I'm going to start at the 2X. Okay. Where's the button at? Alright. My hands are so much bigger now. Okay. Note to self: don't set this down when you have the casing out. See if I can remember how this went back on. Okay. I think I've found the problem. Yeah, now it. So. Okay. This gear here is damaged. Right. No, that's not how it goes. Oh yeah, it went on like that. Oh, there it is. So, this goes... No, that's not right. Yep. Alright. So, found the issue. On the servo, this gear actually stripped out. And it had grease in it. So, let me put my eyeballs back on so I can show you. Find the button. Okay. That one's off. That one's off. Okay. Now, did that seriously? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, new camera, so still, I don't know if you can see that. Here. Trying to get this camera to focus here. Yeah. So, yep, the gear in the servo stripped out, so that's why this servo is now useless. And now I know it's useless, so the next episode I'll go ahead and get a new one put in. I don't think they're too much. So now I just need to take the rest of it apart. So get the battery off, take the battery tray out. Let's see, this is oh, too big. Alright. So I'm going to take the battery tray off so I can take the servo wires out. Okay. Good. Alright. Alright, so another servo bites the dust. pretty sure the other one probably must have failed the same way. I'm actually surprised it failed that fast too, because when I put on the new steering linkage, that was when I got the new servo. So, and you know, that's how the servo works. You got this little arm here that connects to the arm on the servo, and it just spins it like, turns it like that. So, what? Yep. Then this is a Traxxas TRX4M. I think high. It's high something. That's the or high top, I think it was. Yeah, it's a high top because it sits high. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then underneath, I got all brass linkages, axles, and drive shafts are steel. And then I got a different transmission on this thing, because I built this to where to go out bashing in and just general tearing up the mud and all kinds of other stuff. Because I got these tires on, they're called mudslingers. So, but that's I went with the RC 4x4 because actual off-roading is kind of expensive. Now I plan to do overlanding in my rig eventually. Before I can do that, I want to get a winch put on, and then a bumper that can take a winch. So just future plans. So yeah, and then this back here is the ECM, electronic control module. This is basically the brains of the whole thing. It tells the motor what the remote does. So, you see where my glasses go? There we go. All right.